Welcome back. Thank you for joining me again on our adventure to find our quest for what is our purpose, what brings us abundance. There are so many lessons, obstacles, challenges in our life, but also so many chances to evolve, do things in a loving mannerism, and really have the ability to see things from a different way. So this is Virgo season. This will be for the fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So fire signs, this is a reading for you. We are in Virgo season. Mercury is retrograde in Virgo as well, the ruling planet. So Pisces, blue moon. I'm going to use the moonology to connect with the wisdom and our intuition, guided by the stars and the moon. All right, so what is being highlighted at this time for the fire signs? Fire signs, what I love about you guys is that very motivated, passionate, energetic, action, moving forward, creativity, inspiration. So wands are the fire signs. Wands are the action, desires, all right, so for the fire signs, what is going on? Guided messages. What's being uncovered during this Pisces blue moon, August 30th, for fire signs? What is the super moon unveiling for the fire signs, please? Thank you. So we have full moon in Libra. Mars is transiting through Libra. Mars is the sign of war and aggression. Libra is peace and balance. So I feel like for the fire signs, you're very passionate, creative, and you're always ready to act on things. You know, you are the doers. You're brave and you're strong, and you are the initiators. I also feel like there is a need for balance, a need for that doing, like the acting, the quick acting. But sometimes with that kind of energy, it can be like a match. A match will light and will be extremely powerful, strong, light up the sky, but can also go out just as fast. It can fizzle out. So I think there needs to be a balance within the adventures you're having, being bold, and I feel like you're very on the move with things. And while being so busy and wrapped up in all of the success of the world, you know, I feel like there's a need to slow down and to really pay attention to what you're doing. You know, kind of like day to day is going by, not really putting any thought into anything. You know, like it's good to work hard and play hard, yes, but there needs to be a connection. You know, like if you had an argument per se, a heated argument with somebody, well, it can't just be let go. You know, it can be, but I feel like just moving on from things constantly becomes a little bit of a trauma response to not wanting to deal with things, and just either agreeing with the other person so that you don't have to argue, so that things really never get resolved. And I feel like it's a build up resentment, build up energy of anger, fire, frustration, and could come out like lashing out, very tempered. So I feel like with this Libra, it's really needing to do what feels right, as in like feels like justice. What feels like this feels like, you know, like the universe. It's very what's the word? The laws of the universe. Yeah. So take this like this balance, the laws of the universe. So if you were to say tell a lie, right? Well, the scale kind of go down a little bit, okay? And now say you took something without asking and then lied when asked if you did it, you know? So, and it goes down again, and all these things of, and never really feeling guilty about them, just kind of going about like living in an energy of not being accountable, and just saying what other people want to hear, saying whatever you think is the best thing to say at the times, to not have to deal with these circumstances. So it's just being very agreeable, but it's not like a real energy. It's not living consciously. So it's living in a kind of disreality, like an illusion of how that's not flow. That's not really flowing with the energy. That's really just repelling everything, which is just causing blocks everywhere you go. Right, until something comes in and is forced to be wiped, to start over. So either could be like a maybe make it a tower situation. So I think just really need to analyze your life, and kind of with this Virgo season, don't be scared of self-analyzing. You know, we all need to improve. No one's perfect, and don't feel guilty and feel bad about it. Don't beat yourself up. I think that's why you don't want to think about it. What do you need to release? Yeah, so there's something, a win-win outcome. So when you release these, it's kind of like being vulnerable with yourself, you know? Maybe there's something in the past you've tried to be vulnerable when you're younger and you're told not to. Keep your feelings to yourself. You know, emotions do matter. Emotions need to be released. Emotions need to release so that it's a cleansing takes place, and those tears allow you to decompress that energy. It's a release of the way you feel is real, and when you hold it back and don't allow yourself to feel that, it really causes an imbalance. So disseminating moon. Sorry, oh my gosh, I can't ever read that. Take time to breathe out. Yeah, so I feel like in this fog right now with this Pisces is that unknown, can also be disillusion and being hard on yourself. It's a very sensitive sign. So I feel like time is very important right now. So use your time very wisely to re-examine what's going on. Use this retrograde energy to examine what you've been doing and what you can kind of change the scales, and just to be aware and live consciously, because I feel like just living unconsciously isn't not like you're doing it on purpose, like you don't care, but I feel like it's just tuning out, you know, not wanting to deal with things. But I feel like it's just building up and it's bigger than you think. And now we're at the full moon in Libra. So that's at the peak of it's at the peak right now to where you are being shown that you need to release, constantly feeling like you have to win, constantly feeling like everybody has to win. Like it's almost like with this win-win, I feel like you need to release both, everybody always being right. Nobody's wrong, everybody's right, so that everyone's happy and that's it, right? Everybody's happy. Like that's, you need to release that everybody needs to constantly be right, right? So there's no conflict, because that's nothing wrong with sharing ideas. Doesn't mean that the other person's wrong and you don't have to get angry, right? But everyone can win from expressing their feelings, and you could learn something and you could realize, well, I never thought of it like that. So I feel like there's a need for balance. All right. All right. Also needing to trust your intuition. In the forecast, I feel like there is going to be some kind of storm. I feel like some kind of energy storm or a real storm coming in with this forecast. I feel like a forecast for a downpour of something, either energy or in the physical. A downpour is coming for you so that the scales will be balanced. And it's like the universe will be giving no choice with this. It'll kind of come in, and with like, while it's happening, it's going to happen really fast, and everything is from everything. You're kind of going to see it really fast before your eyes, either in a dream or a vision, and you're going to have to breathe out from this, because it's going to feel like what just happened, like you got slapped in the face by the universe. Maybe just kind of like a not a slap in the face, but like a, hey, wake up, you know, are you sleeping? Pinched, you know, like almost like the universe is pinching you to see, are you awake, are you sleeping, you know, are you conscious, are you unconscious? Because living with no purpose and no intent on ever evolving and seeing anything, and just living every day almost like with a mask, you know, like you're trying to prove something to yourself or to others. You know, like, this is the way I live, to put this smile on my face no matter what goes wrong, and how unhappy I am with this situation, and how many people attack me. And I feel like I have to constantly swim away from situations, feel like constantly having to have your guard up and being attacked. So I feel like it's this energy of standing up for yourself, not attacking, but only using your bite and your speech. So using your communication. I feel like you're going to be using your communication as a tool to bite back only when necessary. Other than that, I think you're going to be very graceful, and like a shark, you're very swimming in the ocean. It's a very graceful animal, and they're also very ancient. You know, like you'll see every shark has a different mark, a different scar on them, you know, from being banged around or being in fights with other sharks, whatever, you know. They all have, because they are very ancient, they hold their wounds on them, and they're strong, and they grow, and they never back down. They never just give up, you know. A shark is never in that energy of feeling like they are the victim, or they are the prey. So even when fishermen try to catch them, you know, they still never feel like they are the prey. They're always the warrior. They always take the lead. So fire signs, this is asking for you to flow in your divine energy right now with this Pisces energy, okay? You're flowing with the energy, and you're loosening your grip and allowing things to happen. Like, you are more powerful than you think. So you need to stand your ground and to float in this vast sea of awareness, and there's a need to not attack everything that you can just because you can attack, because you are able to. You don't, because there's no need to harm things or others unless they show that you need to protect yourself. So you are a peaceful warrior with the shark, and you're growing awareness, and feel like people look at sharks like they are mean and they want to eat people, but it's actually it's a mistake. You know, they don't want to eat people. They think that they are fish swimming around. It's not a miscommunication, but it's a misidentity. You know, they take us for something else. So I feel like you may be misrepresented at this time. Other people may be looking at you one way, so you feel like, okay, well, I'm just going to act that way then, you know, not seeing that you are this kind, strong-willed person that leads with integrity, and have been through so many cycles, and you had those war wounds on you, the scars, the ancients, you know, so you've been through the turmoil, and here you are, graceful, and even you see the fish, they feed off of the sharks. I saw that on Shark Week. These certain fish, they feed off of the shark so that they don't get something about, it's like cleaning them. It's good for them so they don't get sick. I'm not quite sure. But even, it's like there's a purpose for everything. And the shark is not out to eat everything. It's misunderstood. So you may be misunderstood. So to lead as a peaceful, out of peace right now. Don't lead out of war and anger with like Mars, because you have been misinterpreted, and you know, you've been judged, right? Also, that justice energy coming to balance. So I feel like you need to lead with your heart and not your anger. All right, to grow from the situations, that you're the shark. So it doesn't matter what pokes at you. You're still the shark at the end of the day, and you don't have to prove it to anybody, right? All right, air signs. Let's see the divine message. This is from the universe. A message. What to be grateful for right now? What is the universe wanting to show you? For the fire signs, Aries, Sag, and Leo, flow. Allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. Look at that. The shark. The shark was warrior of peace. Stay balanced in your essence. Yeah. Give rather than take. So don't let anyone take your peace, and to give what others and to allow the gift of love to those who are not in that balanced energy. All right, so stay balanced. Don't let things get you off your flow right now. All right, so do a message for Sag. Message for Sag, please. Message for Sagittarius. Message for Sagittarius for the full moon. What does Sag need to know at this time? Reframe. This is happening for me, not to me. That's right. Whatever transformation you're going through, whatever you're being shown with this Libra energy, with this Libra energy. Libra is Venus, so it's love. Love, it's things are happening to show you to get out of this freeze frame energy. Like you need to look at the frames of life, almost like from like one of those old cameras. When you're looking at each square picture, you know, and realize, be grateful that these lessons are happening to show you, you know, so that it can bring in the balance, so it removes the blocks, and you can be released from whatever karma is holding you back. So there's a calmness and peace. Yeah, to just not just go with whatever is easier in life. All right, you need to use your emotion and your heart. All right, so we have guidance. When you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. Oh, that's Aquarius energy. That's beautiful. That's being authentic, true to yourself. All right, so Leo, please. Message for Leo. I did message for Leo for the full moon. Pisces, what does the full moon want to? Courage. Leo, you're being shown divine abundance and courage. All right, so courage, Leo, that is you, the lion. So let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown and to go with the flow. So allow the divine to bring in this time to rewind and to go in the retrogrades, to really look at different aspects of your life and to really see what has been holding back your abundance. You were born to align with the love. You were born to align with love's will. Follow and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chases. That's right. So you need to open up to the steps to realize that something was not wanting to be held on to. So looking back at what did not flow, what really brought out that war energy, what took away your peace, that needs to go, okay? And be open to courageously take the steps you're shown. You are the peace warrior. All right, an Aries, detachment and awakening. Oh my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. All right, so Aries, also with detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. There's something that you needed to detach from, that you've been holding on to tightly. All right, so there is something that is holding you back. So you're just going to need your courage, all right, and allow love to align. So you are going through an awakening. This awakening is allowing you to see the gift that the universe is showing you. Being gifted the gift of sight. So being detached from things that you thought you needed in the physical, you know, certain foods, certain people, whatever it is, taking that away for a little bit, something that you need to have every day, you think you need, take that away for a week, and you'll come to a really strong realization. It'll make you feel extremely powerful, and that you've gone over that obstacle, okay? That you don't need anything but love and faith, and that allow you to grow as abundance, like the Empress. All right, so air signs, maybe want to watch the air sign reading, maybe dealing with an air sign. Fire signs, clearing. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mind to being thankful for freedom, to not always want, to give without intent of getting. That is the real abundance, is that when the universe gifts you something and you give it, you actually get more.